Hello and welcome to VB Learning Zone, brought to you by me, your instructor Alex Headley. And in this tech help video we're going to run through how to create your first project using Visual Studio. So let's get to it. First, going to start by opening up Visual Studio. I'm currently using VS 2022. 2026 is out in pre-release, so you could download that if you wanted to try. But as you can see, you've got the launch window. There's some recent projects that I've been working on, and then on the right hand side there's the options for how to get started. So you could clone a repo from GitHub or Azure DevOps or GitLab or any of the source control systems that you may use. You can open up an existing project or solution. You can open up a folder that has code files in it. It may not be specifically built for .NET. Or you can create a new project, which is what we're going to do today. So if we click Create New Project, it'll give you a list of project templates. Now these project templates come pre-installed with Visual Studio, depending on what workload you've installed. There's also a marketplace that you can download templates, so if you wanted to build your own, you can do, and I'll be happy to record some videos on that. So search, you can search for any particular type that you may know of. There's also some extra filters. So different languages, you can see there's C#, F#, Visual Basic would be the main ones for the .NET language. C++ if you wanted to go old school or lower level. Some web languages, and Python if you want to do some data science maybe. We're going to pick Visual Basic because this is VB Learning Zone after all. There's then the OS, so .NET went cross-platform with .NET Core a few years back, which allows you to build for various different OSs like Android or iOS for your mobile phones, the Mac, Linux, for the cloud, even for games like your Xbox. We're going to pick Windows in this case, and there's also what type of project. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of different types. We're going to go with desktop for now, but there will be further classes in the future. So we've got the filters set to what we want. You can now see the different types of project that we could create. There's WPF or Windows Presentation Foundation. There's test projects. There's legacy projects if you wanted to use .NET Framework. Although I would advise using .NET Core or .NET 9 as it is now. And you can build web apps as well. We'll get to that later. But for now, we're going to create our first Windows Forms app. Click Next. Give it a name. Just call it Tech Help Project. I'm going to stick it in a location where the rest of my projects are. And as you can see, the solution name is the same as the project name, and you can place a solution and project in the same directory. If you click Next, you can then pick which framework or which version of .NET you want to use. Depending on what you have installed on your machine will show in the drop down. I've only got 8 and 9, but you can install others by going to the Microsoft website and downloading them from there. I'm going to stick with 9 because that's the current one, and I'm going to click Create. This runs the project creation template in the background and starts creating the information in the folder. So as you can see, you've got your Tech Help project, after what I called it, and some of these might be familiar. We've got a form and the designer, the solution file and the project file. And as you can see, we get out of the box a form which we can drag and drop controls on, as you'd expect. And we can also double click into them to get the different events that we'd want to do on those controls. And that's it for today's lesson. You've just learned how to create your first project and get started using Visual Studio. Thanks very much.